Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it's Cypher Sigma here. It's another Monday and it's another in the collection in depth. Even if I get my words out, it's the collection in depth episode 40. So yes, we are up to 40. We are up to the final episode of this bookcase. As I said before, obviously one more bookcase to go, and then we're on the final wall to finish this main series, and then we have anime and animations to do. So it's a good series. Hopefully you've all enjoying it. What we would do, I have a few ideas afterwards, so that'll be near the summertime, where I will then go into something new that will replace this channel. But I'm going to have probably like 50 odd videos to watch through if this is your cup of tea. Obviously there have been a few additions added, but anyway, you've come here to see the video, so let's get into it. So here we go into today's episode. Sorry, with a dodgy work, as you see, there's a lot. So we'll start with obviously The Matrix 1, a classic movie. Who cannot beat it? Then we have Reloaded. I thought it was quite a great follow-up. Revolution, obviously, 2 and 3 work well together as one movie in my eyes. Then we get into some more franchise of the Maze Runner. I quite liked this series. I thought this was quite good. Obviously, the bloke did really well. Obviously, got injured during the third one. So, Scorch Trial, second one. I haven't seen all these, but I bought them because I liked the movies. So, there we go. Then we have The Mechanic, Jason Statham. Don't know if I've seen the second one. Didn't mind it. Had a good few twists and turns. The Medallion, a very cheesy Jackie Chan movie. Not my favourite, in all fairness. Then obviously the Family Guy reference at the Meg. Yes, it's Jason Statham again. Sharks. I like this movie. A few good twists and turns in it. Apologies why being on the floor is never the comfortablest. The Men Who Stare at Goats, a really weird movie. Didn't like it, but always good to have a revisit. And then we have The Mexican, quite a nice Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts kind of a gun story, with James Gaffiardini, if I'm pronouncing it right. Apologies if I haven't. Then we have the series The Middle, season 2. I have season 1 in there. Something for me and my wife to watch at some point when we get round to it. A series from my youth. I really like The Mighty Boosh. Really, me and my mates were really big into this, so that's kind of why I've got this and not revisit it for a long time. And obviously Noel Fielding of the Bake Off fame. Follow up with other trilogies. So we had The Mighty Ducks, a great series. Did you watch Game Changers? What did you think? I really liked the first series. Shame Emilio did not return for season 2, and then it got cancelled. And then The Mighty Ducks 3 there. Let's do it this way. So we have $1 Million Hotel. My friend recommended this. I thought this was very weird personally, but it is what it is. Quite a big cast. We had The Missing with Tom Ely Jones and Kate Blanchett. Have never seen it, so I don't know. And then we have The Missing season 2. I have the season 1, I think, in the... Or do I have season 1? That is a question. Right, then we go on to The Mist. Stuff falls over. The Mitchells versus the Machines, a great little animation movie from there. Obviously, we're all going into CG style, but this had a bit of heart and had a bit of comedy to it, and I really liked it. The Moaning of Life, this is my wife's. Still not got round to watching An Idiot Abroad. My wife does sing, hopes it. The Mortal Instruments, read the books. I quite liked this film. It had a lot of promise, but obviously didn't deliver. And then they did the TV series. The Most Fertile Man in Ireland. Never seen it, just thought it was funny. Or would be funny if not seen it. The Mountain Between Us. I've not seen it. Just seen Idris Elba. Again, he does make quite good movies. Quite a good pairing. I look forward to getting around to watching that one day. The Mummy Steelbook, that I got a while back for 1, 2 and 3. Glad to rewatch them. And then obviously the Scorpion King 2 sits with there. The Scorpion King 1 should be around somewhere. Then we had The Muppets Christmas Carol, a great Christmas movie. And then obviously we have the first Muppets follow-on or new movie that they tried to reboot. Right, and then we get into more. So then we had The Muppets Most Wanted, the follow-up to that, which unfortunately was a bit lacklustre. The main team behind one did not return, and it was very much felt. Unfortunately, with the Muppets, they are a little bit one-hit wonders. Then we had The Musketeer, a kind of standalone movie from the 90s. I remember watching this and enjoying it. Obviously, Tim Roth, probably the biggest name that was there. Then we had The Myth, a Jackie Chan martial art movie. It's still sealed, so I've not seen it, so I don't know what it's like. The Naked Gun. I'm not the biggest fan, to be honest. I got this to watch it because I hadn't seen it in a long time. I watched it and I didn't think... I think if you grew up with him, you do find him funny, but otherwise it's not. The Nan movie, my wife is a big fan of this. I found this quite funny. I'm not really a fan of the character, but I thought the film was really good. Then we did Negotiator, a great Samuel L. Jackson and Kevin Spacey movie. They work well together, and a few twists and turns. The Nest, so a foreign kind of SWAT team getting killed off, or a bank robbery done wrong. I quite enjoyed this. Obviously it's subtitled, so if you're not into that, then I would give it a miss. The Net, a great Sandra Bullock movie when floppy disks were all the rage, and that's how we had technology. The Never Ending Story. I'm sure if you've seen Stranger Things, you would have. This would have brought back fond memories. Falcor there. The New Guy, a very kind of 90s, early 2000s comedy movie with the guy from quite a few comedy movies. And obviously Simple Plan song. That's what I got that. The New Mutants, obviously another Marvel film that unfortunately didn't get it. I didn't mind this movie. I thought it had a lot of potential. A lot of stuff reshot. The Next 3 Days, a great movie set over the span of 3 days about a wife that goes to jail and potentially will be sentenced, and how 3 days her husband will do something that will change their lives forever. The Nice Guys, again another Russell Crowe movie. I really like this movie. It's quite surprised I'm not the biggest Ryan Gosling fan, but this did work well, and it obviously has a nice embossed slipcover there. The Night Before, quite a silly Christmas movie from day and age. It was okay. It's always good to have a variety change. The Night Clerk, obviously Ty Sheridan, big fan of Ready Player One. It was interesting to see him in a very different role, but it's not the greatest movie in my eyes. The Night Listener, I've not seen it, so I have no idea what it's about. I think that is Robin Williams. The Night Manager, a great TV series. Big fan of Hugh Laurie from obviously House Days, and a great series. Very standalone as well. And Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas. Who doesn't like a bit of Liz's Halloween, whether it's Halloween or it's Christmas? Do you like? Oh yeah, is this a Christmas movie or is it a Halloween movie? Let me know in the comments down below. The Nines. So this is loads of different versions of Ryan Reynolds. Good concept, I don't think very well executed in my eyes. Then we have The Notebook, a great movie again. I'm not the biggest fan of Ryan Gosling, but I thought this was a great movie, great story. I've not read the book, but I think it is a brilliant addition. And then we have The Number 23, a great movie from Jim Carrey. Good to see him go in a little bit of a different direction. And there we go. So that is it. A very small shelf, a very quick shelf to go through. So that is you get through the section that I have, and I know I'm very particular that I have that as a specific section. I know a lot of people disregard it. Do you have the in your collection? If you class it as alphabetical, or do you go with something else? Please let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I've been Cypher Sigma Screen Time. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things you want to do, and I shall see you in the next one.